This is your MMA Muay Thai clinch sequence number 1 that we do. So if we just go through the sequence, the first position is going to be a double underhook, a high body vice, high double underhook. Okay. From here, for me to break this and counter this, I'm going to buckle his legs or his knee by wiggling my knee in there. So I get him, so his ideal position would be his hands as high as possible. So if I had it on him, it's like I had a football collar on somebody. Wearing a football collar. Your hands are right back of his neck. That gets his elbows above his shoulders, it weakens it up, easier for you to maneuver, and here are your knees. Okay. I got curved knees, I got knees to the legs. Okay. So that's the position we want to get. For me to kind of counter this, I stick my knee in deep and buckle his knee, which gets him, his arms will drop a little bit. We need to try to get his arms in the middle of our back. Once we get into the middle of our back, we can do what's called an Arnold, and we just squeeze. We drop our hips and squeeze our arms together. So you'll be going an Arnold. It's just like an Arnold pose. You're dropping your knees and squeezing your arms together and breaking down his arms. So if he's up high again, I break it down by buckling his knee. I squeeze. I've broken this down. So now from here, I'm going to go into the plum position. His counter to this, he goes that over-under. From that over-under, my timing has to be, as he's bringing his arm through, I clear this and push. This is just a tricep head position, or a variation of a head and arm. Okay? I have knee shots from here. It's very momentarily, because he's going to probably swarm out of this, but we have a couple shots quickly. But we want to get in tight, so we get in tight, figure 4 our hands. We have a head and arm, sometimes referred to as a unicorn. It's a unicorn look, because his arm is sticking right outside of his head. So from this position, if he gets stuck in this or you get stuck in this, his counter is to fold his arm. So he's going to fold like 9 degrees right here. Okay? And then he's going to drop step. He drop steps and creates a little bit of space. All you need is a little bit of space. So then my counter to his counter is I'm going to get what we call a head and arm or some kind of figure 4 position. So I'm going to go underhook either far side or near side, whichever comes easiest in that particular situation. So I'm going to go under this arm, I shoot up through with the opposite side of his neck, I figure 4 my arms, and I'm going to put my head right into his neck. And I'm going to straddle his leg. And this is my position. From here I got knees to the solar plex, knees to the legs, knees to the head. Okay? I got sweeps. Okay? But my head is in his neck, and I'm controlling from this position. Okay? So here's your figure 4 grip. So again, he goes double underhook, high body vice. He has plenty of options from here. Knees, tosses. I need to counter by buckling that knee. I buckle the knee. This allows me to work my Arnold. Okay? I can throw knees from here because I have his arms trapped, especially if he has gloves on. But from here I'm going to go to the plum. He will counter that. As he's looking to go counter with that wedge, this will be the wedging arm, I'm going to release this and pin. Here's my variation of a head and arm, tricep and ear position. Again, here's my shots. Okay, I got ribs, got kidneys. Okay. And then from here I'm going to stuff it and make it tighter. So I'm in nice and tight. Again, kind of marrying my hips or straddling them. I have shots to the kidney, to the legs, to the front of the body. His counter to this is to fold his arm. You fold it at a 90-degree angle. So you're going to put your elbow right through the person's ear. And you drop step. He drop steps. And as he drop steps, his hip kind of goes down. So your drop step motion, your elbow's tight, and you're dropping your hip with your feet. And so you're making your body really heavy, hard for him to be able to maintain that. So he drop steps. As he does that, I look for an arm to go under. If I go over under the far arm, I'm here, and here's my position. My head, middle of my forehead, the crown of my forehead is in his neck. So if I need to get, if he's shorter than me, I bend my knees to get there. Don't bend at your neck, you're not as strong. So bend at your knees to get it in there. I have my figure 4 grip right here. Head's in then here's my knee shots. I got to this kidneys, solar plex, leg, heel kick to the calf if necessary, to the head. Okay. All different options. So again, the sequence. Double underhook. Break him down, buckle his knee. Arnold. Go to the plum. He goes over under. Over under. As he goes over under, I gotta sneak this hand out, work my timing on this, and keep that to his head. Get in tight. Okay. He's going to drop step. Create any kind of space he can. He creates space. Now I want to get that down push back. So I go underhook. Under his arm. Where I go under his arm is I drop my arm and move it. So I'm here, I drop my arm, and then this hand shoots through. When this hand comes to the other side, it's like a club to the head, to the neck. I club him to get to my other hand. So as this arm comes through, you club his face, club his neck, that's okay. That's the advantage for you. So I club him, clinch my hands together, finger forward, head in, and get my shots. So we go back and forth with the drill. He goes double underhook. I buckle. Head, fast. Here. Okay. And then we go back. I go double under. He buckles. Clinch. Passive. I drop step. Goes under. He gets whatever clinching position. Right there. Okay. It's working for his knees. Okay. So you have a double underhook. High body voice. Okay. Make sure that your hands are behind his neck. Breaks it down with an Arnold. You go to the plum, you work your over-under, you pass that arm through and go to your tricep and elbow position, head and arm variation. Then you get in tight, which is your unicorn position. From the unicorn, he bends his elbow and drop steps to create space. You find an arm to go underhook and get a figure four and work some knees from there. That is our MMA Muay Thai clinch sequence number 1.